This is live, people.
So amazing. The question I have for you is, as far as you see it, where did this Octavia's Brood journey begin?
It's been a guided process, and I'm not necessarily someone who believes in a lot of.
Yeah.
For someone who believes in aliens, I don't know what else I believe in.
You're like aliens, but not. Well, and I believe in Octavia.
Yeah.
And I think that when I think about this project and like the boldness of calling it Octavia's Brood to me is like out of deep respect, and I just feel like I just feel her with us. You know, I feel her with us in this process, and I feel her. Like when I hear these folks talking about their right to tell these stories, the writers, you know, the majority of the writers are folks who've never written science fiction before, but they're doing the work every day, and I feel that righteous 9-year-old, you know, just being like, I could do this story, I could tell this story, and that's what we're doing. You know, to me, that's the boldness of this. It's like we're all saying like we actually have a better story for this world. Yeah. Right now, and we want to tell it, and we want to bring it into being.
You know, I mean, I think it is like bold and audacious to say we're Octavia's Brood, but I also feel like, you know, I mean, echoing Lilith's brood, recognizing that, you know, your children are entirely you and utterly alien at the same time. And so I feel like every single one of us, you know, can be part of Octavia's Brood if we engage in, you know, that challenge that she laid down, the challenge you're talking about. You know, are you ready to dream? And are you ready to actually envision a real future? And are you brave enough to begin to walk towards that?
To me, it's like we're changing the world. We're changing it all the time. Can we be intentional and change it in a way that actually will liberate ourselves, liberate future generations, and create the conditions that we want? And I think we assume powerlessness. And we assume that like it's just going to be bad and get worse. And it's like, sure, if we don't take the reins, if we don't actually step into our power and fully hold it, it is going to do that. And so to me, the invitation of this book is saying, as a change maker, I'm writing myself in to the future. I'm writing all of us in. I think the impact of that, then we start to actually shift the narrative of civilization as we know it.
And I just love that, you know, that claiming of this as a right, the right to dream, like you were saying, that this is not a privilege, this is not a luxury, this is a basic human right to envision the future, and a responsibility, right? And of course, a responsibility to the folks after us, but a responsibility to those folks who came, you know, and laid this foundation and did this hard work, and
who are also speculative fiction. Exactly. I mean, like to be, you know, I just think about like to be a slave and have a child. You know, that's it right there. That's their book. That's their offering. To me, there's so many people who are like living it, and all we want to do is grab that on the page.
So I just feel like this has been so amazing to work on this project with you, and I feel like, you know, your strengths and your talents and your insights and your beautiful, like, brilliant heart has just expanded my ability to dream and my ability to believe that we can actually create that world here. And so thank you.
And you have been blowing my mind completely. I mean, I just feel like you bring such like an analytical rigor to this project. It's just an incredible project to work on with you. Plus, you make amazing, awesome videos, and you're such a good nerd. It's great. I feel very blessed that we found each other, and that we found the brood, and that this project exists. I can't believe it. Every day, I can't believe it.
I know. Aww.
I know. Like, I love you so much. That's love. It's fun to love.
On the longest road, was so far to go, but we built for this. Like a marathon, people get killed for this, but we carry on and keep running, we keep running. On the longest road, was so far to go, but we built for this. Like a marathon, people get killed for this, but we carry on and keep running.